Hi, I'm Alfie from Oldfarm. We always get requests for our brown bread, and I've decided to show you the recipe and then give you tips on how to make it. It's very easy and it freezes really well. The ingredients we're using is, these are all organic ingredients, a ½ pound strong white flour, 1 pound of wholemeal flour, 1.5 teaspoons of bread soda or bicarbonate of soda, buttermilk and a pinch of salt. You can also add in, for extra texture and flavour, black stock molasses, which puts a lovely nutty flavour into the bread, flax seeds and oat flakes. Again, this is all for texture and taste. The cooking of it is very simple and very easy, and again we'll talk through that. The oven is at 180 degrees centigrade and it's 2 24-minute periods. And at the end of the first 24, what I do is I just check and turn the bread, put it back in and let the oven continue on for another 24 minutes, and that's it. Right, what I have in front of me is the wholemeal flour. To that I'm going to add the strong white flour. Next is very important, not to forget doing this, is to put in your measures of bicarbonate or bread soda. Now if I'm using double the amount shown on the recipe, I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of this into the flour. When you're using bicarbonate of soda, be sure that there's no little lumps left in it. That's why I rub it on the palm of my hand. You can sieve it, but it's just something else to wash at the end of it. Again, I put in salt. Some people don't like using it, it's entirely up to you. And again, for double the amount, I use about a good teaspoon. Next comes the flax seeds, or these are linseeds actually. And now the oat flakes. I've been making this bread so long, I do a lot of things by eye. And that's roughly half the measure, I call it. And that goes in. Now what we do is we take the black stock molasses, a good teaspoon of it, and we have to use hot water to dilute it, or to make it workable, and give it a good mix round. There we go. Now what I do is I pour a little buttermilk into the molasses to cool it. So you have something that looks like a cup of strongish coffee. It's not bad to drink actually. Now before we add the liquids to the dry, we need to mix the dry very well. I have never used a machine to make this bread, so I don't know how it will work. The texture is, I suppose, for me, is with touch and what I can see with my eye. And at this stage you can't overmix too much. Make sure it is mixed. That's it there, well mixed. I'll make a little well. In goes my molasses, and from experience I know that this here will take the best part, if not all, of a litre of buttermilk. But always err on the safe side. You can add, but you can't take it away. Now, I know cooks who will only use their hands. I have a thing of putting my hands into dough, don't know where it came from, because I mess around with pigs every day of the week, and building and whatnot. Now this is still coming together nicely. It is still dry. Don't be tempted to put cream in. It puts a totally different texture on the bread. You can use milk, or at this stage some water is quite permissible. And if you don't have any buttermilk, you can get a pint of full fat, good healthy milk and add a few drops of lemon juice to it, and that'll do the job just as well. Now I need to go and get some more water. And because I'm me, I rinse the buttermilk cartons out with water, so you'll be getting some more of the buttermilk into the dough. Almost there. Be careful at this stage because it can get way too wet too quick, and you're going to have to start again by adding some more flour to dry it out. Yeah, that's it. You can't do a stretch test with this dough. And the next thing then is we turn it out onto the worktop and just check if the oven's up to temperature, and get the scraper and turn it out onto a floured surface. This is just me. I actually hate wasting anything, particularly if it comes in a bottle and it's called wine. That's your dough. There's enough in there for, well, up to you. You can break it into 4, 3, or two large loaves. This is a dough knife which I got some time ago, and it's a fantastic piece of kit. Don't be afraid to use the flour. I'm making 2 cakes, or sorry, I'll make 4 actually, and I'll make them into long loaves. Just divide your bread. Like so, just roll it, tap the ends, and we'll put it onto the baking trays, which I prepared earlier. I've greased that. You can't flour it. That's one. And this is going to be the second one. Now, in case you're wondering why I do the slashes and the crosses, in Irish folklore, it was to let the devil out of the bread. If you make yeast bread or sourdough, you'll know that if you don't slash your loaf, basically it'll crack open anywhere it pleases. So, just to prevent that, I cut it like that. Now we're going to pop these into the oven and stop it. Okay, we're 45 minutes into it now. I turned them at 24 minutes, just to be sure. These are nicely done, and if you listen, that hollow sound means your bread's done. As you can see, if you recall from the size the loaves went in, there's quite a rise on them. And the smell is something else. Now what I'll do now is I'll turn these out onto a cooling tray or cooling rack and leave them for about 30 minutes or so, and then taste them. There's 4 good loaves of bread made from approximately 3 pounds of flour.